Israel Adesanya's return to non-title competition ended in shocking fashion at UFC Saudi Arabia, as the former two-time UFC middleweight champion suffered a devastating second-round knockout loss to Nassourdine Imavov. The bout, held at ANB Arena in Riyadh, saw Adesanya momentarily reclaim glimpses of his signature striking ability, but ultimately, he fell victim to Imavov's precise and punishing power. The decisive moment came mere seconds after a restart prompted by an inadvertent eye poke from Imavov. As the action resumed, Imavov wasted no time in capitalizing on the opening. A perfectly placed right hand rocked Adesanya, sending him reeling, before a thunderous left uppercut sent the former champion crashing to the canvas. Imavov followed up with a barrage of strikes before referee Mark Goddard intervened, waving off the fight just 30 seconds into the second round. Although Adesanya briefly protested the stoppage, the reality was clear: he had been overwhelmed by Imavov's calculated aggression. The victory marked the biggest moment of Imavov's career, extending his winning streak to 4 fights and likely placing him on the doorstep of a title shot. "I proved I was the better striker. Now the real bonus for me is going to be to fight for the belt," Imavov declared post-fight, his confidence soaring. "I promise you a special surprise tonight." That was the surprise. The timing of Imavov's emergence could not be more compelling. On February 8, UFC 312 will determine the future of the division when reigning middleweight champion Dricus du Plessis defends his title against former champion Sean Strickland. With contenders like Khamzat Chimaev also lurking in the wings, Imavov's victory places him firmly in the chaotic shuffle for the next title opportunity. Adesanya, meanwhile, finds himself at a crossroads. Once regarded as one of the most dominant middleweights in UFC history, the 35-year-old has now lost 3 consecutive fights and 4 of his last 5. His once invincible aura has faded, and questions about his future will undoubtedly intensify. The co-main event also delivered significant implications for the UFC landscape. Michael "Venom" Page, the electrifying British striker, moved up in weight to face the undefeated Sharam Magomedov. Page, rebounding from his first UFC loss, delivered a striking masterclass, systematically dismantling Magomedov over 3 rounds to earn a unanimous decision victory. The win reaffirmed Page's elite status and put him back in the mix as a serious threat in his division. With UFC Saudi Arabia in the books, all eyes now turn to UFC 312 and the middleweight title showdown between du Plessis and Strickland. As for Adesanya, the path forward remains uncertain. Whether he mounts a comeback or contemplates a change in direction, one thing is clear: the middleweight division has never been more unpredictable.